All right, good afternoon. My name is Karen Willoughby. I am a senior account executive here with iMatrix. Today we're going to be talking about tips to maximize revenue and foster patient loyalty by year-end. We're going to go over 5 specific topics, 5 tips. Just so you know, this webinar is recorded, so those who are attending as well as all of those who registered will receive the ability to view or download this recording after the webinar is over. Should be up in about 24 to 48 hours typically. As we go through things, if you have any questions, feel free to type them in, and we'll go through questions and answers at the end. So here's what we'll be covering in today's presentation. We're going to be talking about some holiday year-end promotions that you can utilize to increase the revenue in your business, obviously. We'll also talk about marketing your promotions effectively and some leading-edge marketing tools that can be used online. We'll also talk about fostering patient loyalty and what to do after patients have accepted your offer. So today's marketplace is pretty competitive. As we move into the holiday season, you're going to be seeing more and more of your competitors boasting sales or promoting discounts that they may offer for year-end specials, things like that. So around the holidays, one of the things that you can do is you can mark your calendar around the holiday shopping season. You know, things like Black Friday sales, limited time holiday promotions. Fall trunk shows or winter trunk shows are a really great idea, as well as year-end clearance blowouts. You know, it's really important to move through some of that inventory coming out of the year and starting the new year. You can start with fresh new styles. People are going to be more likely to make a purchase when the offers are time limited. If you call upon somebody to act quickly, or they might miss out on an opportunity that only happens once a year, you'll see a higher involvement or a higher interest in your promotion, which is why we always recommend that you make it timely. Additionally, keeping it simple is going to be very important. The holidays, they're very busy. If you make your promotions simple, clear, and relevant to your patients, they're not going to be overwhelmed with, you know, details or lots of information. Using big, bright visuals can make seasonal specials or any year-end promotion more apparent or more enticing to these types of clients. Also, when you're sending them out, informing your patients when the special is, where it is, and how they can participate are going to be the most important things to notate. A way to send out these promotions could be either posting them on your website, on your blog, or in an email. And when you're sending those types of things out, you want it to be simple and easy to read, as well as eye-catching to the patient. So the last thing that we recommend with these year-end promotions is that they're engaging. You know, they don't have to really be over the top, but including pictures, videos, personal reviews of the product in your practice. So maybe showcasing your optical with a video, or boasting some patient testimonials. Video testimonials are very important. These things can draw people in and make sure that your promotion is the one that patients notice. You know, during the holidays, people are busy. There's an entire sea of deals and advertisements out there. So making your promotions bright, simple, and clear, like I said, they're going to capture your patient's audience, or your patient's attention, your audience's attention, sorry, and going to bring them in or bring a higher return rate in on that. Also, choosing to gear your promotions to patients with flex spending accounts could be very useful. So if you're using an FSA or a health savings account, the need to spend it before the end of the year is very important. Those patients, a lot of them will have to spend it for the year, or they could risk losing their balance. So offering patients exclusive deals or special promotions that they use a flex spend account can be very important. So some examples of these types of promotions could be offering patients the opportunity to buy classes for the whole family, and they might receive a pair free or a heavy discount. This one's going to work specifically well for opticians or optometrists that have an active optical. Another suggestion could be offering discounted vision correction surgery like LASIK, which is going to appeal to those ophthalmology patients. Those are typically going to have a larger FSA budget left over to be able to use that account or use that balance, but there are people out there that are going to have a large FSA balance. Additionally, if you're a vision therapist, offering a holiday break or a semester ends promotion could be very helpful. I think that could bring a lot of the parents into your practice, showcasing those in a school newsletter or just showcasing them in your office newsletter could be very important. So once you've gotten your promotions out there, it's really important to kind of keep in mind how your promotions are going to capture that audience's attention. So there's certain tools that you can use to advertise those promotions appropriately to maximize your reach. One of the most important tools that we don't even realize we have at our fingertips is social media. Using the holidays, using Black Friday specials, posting those on your posts, even updating your banner photos, even sending out something like an email blast to your contact list could be very important or could be helpful in maximizing the reach of those promotions. Another thing that could help out is using your Google Plus or your Twitter as well. All of these platforms are going to be a great place to put these promotional announcements onto the web, which in turn can drive patients to your office door and put some revenue into your pocket. So there's about 1.4 billion users on Facebook alone. Using that connection with hundreds of current and potential patients to leverage the power of word-of-mouth referrals on Facebook, Google+, or Twitter is going to be really helpful. Also, make sure your promotion is shareable. If your Facebook is private or if your ad is not able to be shared, that could reduce the amount of word-of-mouth traffic that you are seeing because of from these promotions. I would start creating posts pretty early. So, for example, you could create a post that you want your followers to share with their friends, like an offer that anyone who refers a friend through Facebook or shares your post a certain amount of times will receive an extra discount when they come in for the promotion. Using, once again, those big, bright graphics to capture the attention of your followers and link back to the post, link the post back to your website or link it back to your blog where then the patients can find more information. Another really helpful tool in marketing these promotions is going to be paid advertising. Nearly 65% of people click sponsored ads when they're searching for a product or a service online. So pay-per-click advertising, or PPC, is an alternative way of getting your practice into the first page of Google search results pages without using a search engine. So if you're a newer business or your website is still up and coming with the SEO, your patients could find your advertisement on the first page of Google. And typically what they're going to see is they're going to see an advertisement at the top of a Google page. And it's going to look a little bit like this. So these are the PPC ads. These are those Google AdWords. Notice I've done a search for an optometrist in San Diego. Google AdWords are typically going to be geo-targeted or geo-fenced, meaning that your ad will not be available to anyone outside of the range that you've set your ad for. That can be very helpful for you, especially if you're targeting your local audience. Now, when we're talking about PPC, there's several things you can do in regards to your PPC, like using long-tail keywords. So long-tail keywords are actually going to be a term or a phrase that contains more than 3 words. And the benefit of these is that they typically cost less, and they're going to improve your click-through rate, which in turn will improve your quality score on Google's ranking of those AdWords. So recently, Google's ad team or Google's team recommended making long-tail terms a priority, and the reason for that being is you can typically spend less for these terms. So you're going to see a higher return rate from your budget or from your pay-per-click budget. High-quality searches will also be a result of these long-term keywords, specifically because searchers have specified exactly what they're looking for. So a good example of a long-tail keyword could be flex saving account, health savings account, or flex spend account, health savings account. And there's some ways to look into what's going on in your area. You can do a search query, find out what type of specialized keywords your competitors are using, or what type of keywords are being used in search in your area, and that could help you come to terms or come to an example of effective pay-per-click advertising. Now, another thing you can do in regards to PPC is leveraging extensions or exclusions. So an extension is actually a type of ad format. An extension would include something like call us now, patient reviews, contact us, or meet our doctors. These extensions will appear at the top of the Google search typically instead of that sidebar over here. And they're going to increase your click-through rate as well, and can also increase your customer traffic onto the website. As always with a PPC campaign, you want to make sure that you are maximizing your quality score through landing pages and specializing the searches that you are being found for. So I always recommend asking any questions you may have about PPC or contacting somebody to get some advice on the way to run a campaign if you haven't run one before, because they can be pretty costly. However, if you are investing in things like these long-tail keywords or more obscure terms that are going to benefit your practice but you may not think about when you're running a campaign, those are going to help you as well. So in addition to social media and paid advertising, press releases can be very helpful when you are running an advertisement or a promotion. We're talking about press releases. What a press release is going to do is it's a public relations announcement issued to the news media or other targeted publications for the purpose of letting the public know of company development. A promotion or an advertisement for your company could be considered a company development effort. I would recommend drafting a press release and covering your most recent promotion, or maybe that trunk sale that we mentioned. Local publications searching for unique content and resident news, they may pick up that press release and publish it on their website. So not only does this help spread the word about your practice and its current seasonal offerings, but it could provide credible backlinks to your website. And quality backlinks are one of the 200+ ranking factors that Google uses to determine your website's SEO score. So obviously, I'm going to mention the website. When visitors reach your homepage, any current promotions, specials, or sales should be one of the first things they see. I would include information about when it's happening, who is eligible and how to participate, and a banner or a type of starburst on your homepage. You can also write an associated blog post on the topic. Blogging is not only going to boost your rankings because you're providing Google with quality content or customized content, but it's going to get the users informed of details of your current promotion, and once again, add those pages of content on your website. When those promotions are indexed by Google, including information about the practice, information about your location, how to contact you, or services you provide, those will actually lend to your quality score and can improve your website ranking on the search engine results page. So once you've put that advertisement on your website, one thing that I like to highlight is including it with a call to action, which is going to engage your patients. So here's an example of a doctor that has used their website to highlight an exclusive offer right here. Notice that there's a call to action attached. Sign up using this form or call us at this number to take advantage of this offer. I would recommend always with these timed discounts, including the time, date, the when, and the where when you are filling this out or creating that ad. Notice how this coloring is also bright, it's eye-catching, it's pretty clear, and it's short, easy to read. You're more likely to get patients engaging with that advertisement or filling out that call to action if you do keep it simple. Once again, if you have any questions about these topics, you can type them in. We will do a question and answer at the end. Or you could give us a call at the number that will be listed at the end of this presentation as well. Another thing that you can put on your website would be a video testimonial. 88% of consumers are going to trust online reviews as much as a personal recommendation. So imagine if you were a patient, how much you would trust a review that is connected to a video. You can see that patient's face. You can really view the way that they're describing the practice. I would also recommend including an inside look into the practice or a quick tour or explanation of the practice, as well as any specialty services or optical services you may provide. I'd also like to include brands when I am creating videos with my clients. So these video testimonials, there's so many options out there online. There's so many options down the street from you. This is a very competitive market. So what we do notice is that consumers tend to trust the word of people who've used the product or the provider more than just an online print or paid advertisement. Once you've used an online advertisement or used your SEO to get the patients to the website, I would ask some patients that speak highly or think highly of you and your practice if they'd be comfortable doing a video testimonial. You can upload these to your website and also to your social media pages. Online consumers visiting your page or your profile, they'll have the opportunity to hear exactly what you, your service, your products, what they can do for them, and will be more motivated to act swiftly and trust your promotion. So once again, using those calls to action, which would be bold, encouraging calls to action in your promotion flyers, your social media posts, or your advertisements. So these would be things like call us today to receive this discount. Register here to attend our trunk show. Receive an additional 10% off when you sign up to use your FSA with us. Things like that are going to bring your patients into the practice, and giving them a form to fill out can also increase the patient engagement on your website, which would in turn increase your Google score. So word language that you use needs to focus on acting now. So come in today, act now, limited time only, contact us by this date to qualify. These are going to help encourage people once again to act on your offer and help them understand the next step involved. So keeping these offers timely, limiting your promotions to certain hours or one day only, and make sure people know that your offer is something they don't want to miss, will also be important. So speaking on these video testimonials and our calls to action, we have a video that has been shot where the practice is going to be highlighted. It will also see patients speaking as well as the doctor speaking. I have turned down the sound to prevent any muffling or any inability to hear the sound on the webinar. However, this website, intoeyes.com, you can always go on there and watch the video on your computer or even on your smartphone. Notice how through the video we highlight the practice. We're looking at some specialty contact lenses. Contact lenses are another thing that you could use a holiday promotion for. We're coming towards the end of the year and offering that rebate that patients do receive when they purchase large quantities or certain amounts of these lenses could benefit you. Using terms like use your FSA, your FlexFund account to restock your contact lenses now. Additional 10% to update your prescription. Wording like that could help get these patients into the practice. Also, you could talk about it on your video. or shoot additional videos where you do talk about these promotions. So we did see that there are some patients right here. They're giving a testimonial. They're talking about the care that they've been provided with in this practice. But notice to the right we have a call to action. This call to action states that new patients receive 20% off purchases and does exclude insurance benefits. What you can do is change the verbiage of that to match your holiday promotions. So once again, use your FSA and receive an additional 10% off of your visit with us. Or whatever promotion you're able to think of. It's always fun to get creative. So once the patients have made their appointment, they've used your promotion, or they've made an appointment to use the promotion and come into the practice, it's really important to keep them coming back again. You know, fostering patient loyalty is more and more important these days with the amount of competition that is out there. So when you're talking about fostering patient loyalty, some things you could do are, send them a thank you e-card. Send an email thanking the patient for coming in and taking advantage of that promotion. You could also invite them to take a survey about your services. So a quick survey, about 10 questions, no more, no less, could be very important. Asking questions about the services they were provided with, ask questions about the treatment, the staff. These are things that will give you some feedback into your reputation or what patients are saying about you. And another thing that you could do is kindly ask them for a review. Once a patient has reviewed you, I do recommend that you thank them for the review or acknowledge that review. So acknowledging your patients and interacting with your patients can also increase your patient loyalty. What we have here is, we're going back, we have this example that we looked at earlier. This example, I think, is very clear. This office updated their banner photo, and you'll notice the patients are liking and giving testimonials on social media. The administrator of the practice, the administrator of this Facebook, took the time to say, "Thanks, Marie." "Oh, thanks, Marie," for commenting and saying that this was the best doctor to go to. Little things like that really go a long way, especially in the social media industry or in today's world where everything is so digitalized. It's almost like saying thank you face to face. So asking your patients for reviews should never be something that you're embarrassed to do. Asking them for a review is really important, but another thing you could do is provide them with the tools to review you. So giving a direct link to your Facebook, to your Google+, to your Yelp, places that the reviews are going to benefit you online. I specifically do recommend using Google+ to garner reviews. If we go back and we look here at this search that we did earlier, notice that there are stars next to some of these practices' names. It only takes 5 reviews to start seeing stars next to your name on Google+. I'm sure each of you have at least 5 patients or clients that would fill out a positive review for you if given the opportunity through a link or just asking directly. So today we kind of talked a little bit about what patients, how to say thank you, as well as what patients are looking for when they're looking at quality reviews. We talked about holiday and year-end promotions that drive sales. We talked about increasing your revenue through driving those sales, through focusing on those specific practices, those specific services you provide, and advertising to those services. I shared with you some industry secrets to ensure you're marketing your promotions effectively. I also shared some leading-edge online tools that can get your patients in a buying state of mind. Things like that video, things like the social media. We also talked about patient loyalty and some things that it could take to keep the patients coming back, as well as what to do after they've accepted your special offer. Once again, after a patient has accepted your offer, a simple thank you can keep them coming back time and time again. I'd also ask them if you could add them to your newsletter or to a blog post as well. Getting these patients to register or subscribe to your blog so that they're going to be kept in the loop on any upcoming promotions or sales that you have can go a long way. Now at this point, if anyone has any questions, I would like to open it up, open up the forum to answer those questions now. I'll leave this up for just a few moments. Once again, if you have any questions, go ahead and type them in. So I got a question. Someone asked, is iMatrix doing the marketing to promote our practice via Facebook, Twitter, or Google? Now, that's a good question. If you are a client of ours, we do have 6 levels of service. We are able to provide those services at our social media level or with our social media add-on tool, which can be added onto levels 1, 2, or 3 and is included in some of the higher levels. What I can do, or what I would recommend doing, is we could have your individual account manager or your individual contact reach out to you and take a look at which level you are on. When we are promoting practices through Facebook, Twitter, and Google, one thing that we do recommend is posting at least twice a week to Facebook, twice a week to Twitter, and once a week to Google. This will keep you relevant and keep you active on those platforms, which will in turn always boost your SEO value. We will be reaching out to you to talk about the level of service that you are provided to. Are there any other questions? So if there are no more questions, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and conclude. If anything that we covered today seems overwhelming, or you simply don't have the time to manage, a multifaceted marketing strategy and run your practice at the same time, don't hesitate to contact us. We're the fastest growing online marketing agency in the vision industry, and we offer expert search engine optimization and other internet marketing solutions to help you provide your practice succeed all year round. You can give us a call at 1-888-667-5035 or visit us online at www.imatrix.com. I also want to add, for a limited time only, you mentioned the promotion code JOBSON DEC15. You can receive a free office video service add-on, which is valued at $499 when you sign up for any new iMatrix service. Thank you all very much for attending. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And once again, if you have any questions, please reach out to us. I'll leave this page up here for just a few moments so that you can get that information from us.